Just 3 matches remain in 2025 for Orlando City B and Huntsville City FC, and they meet here today at Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee, Florida. Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth on MLS NextPro.com. Important points for both sides as they have just 3 matches remaining this season. For Orlando City, they're on the outside looking in 10th place in the Eastern Conference, but a victory for them would vault several spots up into 8th position and just above that playoff line if they get all 3 points. As for Huntsville City, if they get just 1 point today, they'll book their spot in the playoffs for the first time in club history. A lot at stake for both teams here today for a third meeting of 2025. We can show you the lineups for both teams. First off, for Orlando City B, they are unchanged off the heels of a 1-1 draw and a shootout win at Miami FC 2. It's a group that is very consistent under Manu Goldberg here in his second season at the helm of OCB. Leading the line is Thales in a fantastic vein of form. The Brazilian is goals in back-to-back games, helming the very front of this 4-2-3-1 shape that has been in good form. 2 wins and a draw, a shootout win after that in their last 3. 8 points of the last 9 available have been taken by Orlando City B. That's the home side there. On the flip side of things for Huntsville City FC, they make 4 changes off the heels of a 3-2 defeat against the Eastern Conference leaders, New York Red Bulls 2. They line up in a 4-3-3 shape under Chris O'Neill here in his first full season, second overall season at the helm of Huntsville City. Important to note, in between the sticks, Brian Shawakey is coming in for a 5th start of the MLS NEXT Pro season. He started in the Open Cup victory on Wednesday and is going to try and maintain his match fitness. He stays between the sticks here. That was one of the 4 changes they've made. Up front, making a few swaps as well, meaning they've got a Jordan Knight positioned at left wing as things stand. We'll see if that's where he ends up lining up. The very versatile midfielder, defender, forward if he lines up there here today. Signed his first contract with Nashville, became the first player to sign directly to a first-team contract with Nashville from Huntsville. He'll be able to be available here today for Huntsville City FC. Mentioned it's the 3rd meeting of the season between these sides. They met twice already at Joe W. Davis Stadium. The first one was a thriller, a 3-2 win for Orlando City. Dyson Clapier, the player who ended up scoring the winner in the 92nd minute for the visitors on the day. The second meeting in July will be much more handedly won by Huntsville. They took it 4-0, with Jordan Knight scoring a brace on the day. Orlando are on the outside of the playoff race as things stand, and they know that 3 points would put themselves in a very good position. There are a lot of permutations at this point in the season, but they would just about hold their fate in their own hands if they saw all 3 points today. Luis Arroyo is our head official. His whistle gets us underway. Headed from left to right are Orlando City B in their all-purple kits, and the all-white kits are the visitors, Huntsville City FC. Jack Edwards with you in the broadcast booth as we are here at the business end of the season. Orlando City here at home today. They'll be at Carolina in what is the textbook definition of a 6-pointer when they play against the side that they could leapfrog, who currently occupy the 8th position in the Eastern Conference. They'll play next Saturday, and they'll round out the season at home against FC Cincinnati 2, who are just about staving off elimination from the playoff race. Depending on their results, that one also could be a 6-pointer, depending on how things shape up. As for Huntsville, they've got 2 matches at home to round out the year against Inter Miami 2 and Carolina Core. Inter Miami already eliminated. Carolina, as we've already mentioned, are right there in the mix. Early possession here. Lifted forward for Huntsville. It will find Jordan Knight, who finds himself in this left wing role. Mayaka moves it along. Casas plays it forward. It's laid off. Studenhoft. It's out to the far side now for Barker John, who gets this one at his feet. Parker John works this one back. Rolled forward. It's a probing pass here for Valise. He's trying to latch onto the end of it. In the end, commits too much physicality against Tahir Reed Brown. The infringement, the foul, and it's a free kick for Orlando City. Talked to Manu Goldberg this week in the build-up to this one. They want a victory at any cost. No matter about how it's done, just getting all 3 points is the name of the game, and they're coming off wins against Atlanta United and Crown Legacy that were the definition of that. Both matches featuring late winners. 95th minute from Shaq Muhammad against Atlanta United 2. And in the 97th minute, it was Tallis against Crown Legacy. Rolled centrally. It's a dangerous attack here for Casas, who can roll one back, lift it into the area, aiming for Knight, intervening and clearing it away. It took a hop up. They appealed for a handball. Orlando City B did. Casas, Parker John, it's poked away. Early possession though, early threat from the visitors. It's an Orlando side who have had some late heroics in recent weeks. They may prefer to handle things more confidently before the dying stages. As for Huntsville City, they've been in a tough vein of form recently as that one bounces out of play for a goal kick. 4 successive defeats at Chattanooga, at Atlanta, at New England, and then at home against New York Red Bulls too. They fell last time out. Chris O'Neill has felt that the performances haven't dipped incredibly, but they were scoreless in those 3 road defeats they had in quick succession. They were able to score a pair of goals last time out. They conceded what turned out to be just a back-breaking, decisive goal. Johan Bendetti, the player who scored in the 89th minute. That made things 3-2 in favor of Red Bulls 2 on a deflected effort that just caught Eric Lautze unawares. Miyaka. Tallis seizes upon this one. There's a coming together there between Tyshawn Rose and Tallis, and it's Tallis who's the player who is whistled for the foul. Much to his frustration, Luis Arroyo points the way of Huntsville. Let's watch this one again. Looks like it. Definitely a 50-50 challenge between the two of them, but Rose gets his body across Tallis. As much as he may feel that Rose wasn't going for the ball, definitely enough contact for a foul there. Rose can't quite get on to the end of that. Rose making a 13th start of the campaign, 21st appearance overall. 2 assists so far this season, playing as the left back. That one will be a foul. Rose against Tallis. That's been a early battle in the beginning stages of this match. The left back of Huntsville with the center forward of Orlando City B. They have a foul apiece. Lifted forward by Hilton. It's a little overhit. And Barrett can go back to his goalkeeper. There's Brian Schwaki, who's making a 5th Next Pro start of the campaign. He's been the Open Cup goalkeeper, started all 4 Open Cup matches, as Nashville have had great success. They won 3-1 against Philadelphia on Tuesday, and they'll head to Austin on October 1st for the final of the Open Cup. The first teams met yesterday between Orlando City and Nashville. It was a thrilling match in the end. Martin Ojeda scoring a brace, continuing his record-setting 2025 season. Hani Mukhtar and Jacob Schaffelberg scoring goals for Nashville before Duncan McGuire in the 95th minute would decide things. It really was a very important match in the landscape of the Major League Soccer season in the Eastern Conference. Orlando City leapfrogged Nashville. This match having similarly important playoff implications. No chance for Orlando to leapfrog Huntsville here. Huntsville, who enjoy an 8-point gap ahead of their opponents here today. Rose goes longer with this one. Sargis. Eight and a half minutes down into this match. No shots as of yet. It's one back by Huntsville, who have numbers in transition. Casas rolls one forward. Mercado off his line. Gunnar Studenhoft was the player bearing down upon it. Williams sprays the ball forward, aiming for Muhammad on the left wing, not able to get it to him. Knight driving at the defense here, going on against Torrey at the end line, cuts it back. Carmichael. Barrett. Putting a challenge in here. That one spins awkwardly. And just about enough done defensively by the captain, Zach Barrett, to mop things up. It was almost a nightmare scenario along the back line when that ball takes that awkward spinning deflection. Drop of the shoulder, and Reed Brown can roam forward. Cleared out of play. Strong challenge put in. Muhammad outside of the boot, picks out Hilton. He's got options in the box, plays one all the way across. It breaks the back post, the header towards goal. Saved. Brian Schwacke able to get his hands onto it. It was kept in the mix by Loyola after it wasn't fully dealt with, and it was Rion Torrey, the right back, who was getting himself in the mixer. Got a header to it. It was well arced towards goal, but it lacked the required power. Here's Torrey again involved. This time he's turned by Knight and committed a foul. Referee may want a quick word with Rion Torrey. Free kick for Huntsville. Referee instructing it to be taken from the spot of the infraction. Rose. Casas lifts one in to Knight, fires it across frame, and it's cleared away. Very strong defensive work there from Thomas Williams. And in the end, the clearance bounced right back off of Jordan Knight, out for a goal kick. You can see it again here. That's really well done by Williams to just drag his left leg and get stuck in on the play. That's a foul from behind by Jordan Knight. Hilton, now Mohammed. Cleared away, emphatically done after some quick fire passing from Orlando. This portion of the match is brought to you by Orlando Health. Choose well. Foul from behind. Damian Barker-John it's the infraction here 15 minutes into the match. Early stats show just one shot so far in the game for Orlando City B. None yet for Huntsville, who have 61% possession. They've controlled overall territory, but haven't been able to translate that into efforts towards goal. They won't be able to act in transition there. It's going to be a foul. Fouls beginning to rack up. Colin Gusky, the player, slowly getting back to his feet on this occasion. Just gets across Studenhoft and gets brought down from behind. Had to make an educated guess what the referee is saying. He's saying there's been a number of fouls quickly. You haven't committed too many in Studenhoft, but referee likely taking note. We have a stop-start opening 16 minutes. It has been a busy day in the MLS Next Pro season. Already 4 games concluding. Inter Miami 2, probably with the surprise of the day. We'll get back to that in a moment as Loyola tracks down this long ball forward. Loyola onto his left foot, opens up a bit of space, fires it across for Muhammad, and his shot flashes wide. Quick fire move from right to left. Loyola did well to find Shaq Muhammad, and some of the home fans thought this one found that near post. Looks like Shawaki might have just about had it covered. But elsewhere there was a draw between the independent clubs, Chattanooga and Carolina Core. Philadelphia with a dominant 5-2 win over Chicago Fire FC2. North Texas on the road, a 2-1 win. And then at home, the league's leaders in the Eastern Conference dropping 2 points. They drew 2-2, or drew 1-1, and then lost the shootout to Inter Miami FC2. Sargis gets a touch to push it away. Mayaka goes to Rose, back to Mayaka. Let's see what the turn was attempted there from Carlton. That Chattanooga Carolina result ending in a Carolina Core shootout victory, having implications for both sides. Chattanooga within touching distance of Huntsville, Carolina within touching distance of Carolina Core. Ellis gets this one in the box, trying to get it out of his feet, scraped away. Mayaka able to poke it out. Justin Ellis had a fine assist in the Florida Derby last time out, dribbling through the middle of the 18-yard box, slid it along for Tallis for a tap-in. In that instance, he had similarly tidy footwork. Different result there, of course. Well kept in play. Torrey trying to find Ellis. Mayaka intervenes and gives it to Carlton. Outside of the boot, over the top for Gunnar Studenhoft. Gets around the goalkeeper. Studenhoft puts it wide. A golden opportunity. The best of the game for either side so far. And Huntsville, who have struggled scoring in these last few matches, just 2 goals in their last 4 games. It's not an easy one, but they would have loved that one back. Gunnar Studenhoft, who has 5 goals so far this season. Williams forward for Shaq Muhammad. Muhammad gets to it. Here's Ellis now. Ellis, Tallis, back to Ellis. His shot just off target. Both teams warming up into some life here. That one just misses. Mayaka loses out to Ellis. Here's Justin Ellis. Rolls it along. Loyola onto his left foot. Effort blocked. Knight shows good strength in that challenge. Rolls it back for Rose. Torrey felt that one was last off of Tyshawn Rose. It's out for a goal kick for Huntsville. There's a foul from behind by Gusky on Carlton. Here's Brian Schwacke. Studenhoft trying to get to that one ahead of Williams. That's a poor pass. Sargis, though, able to redeem himself with a long clearance upfield. Caught in two minds there was Zach Barrett. May have tried to stoop his head and nod it back to his goalkeeper. There wouldn't have been enough power. He did well sweeping up the situation. Schwacke. Now Mayaka can turn into a bit of space in the midfield. Rose. Mayaka. Parker John. Rose. Parker John. Be a foul there in the midfield. Goes the way of Orlando City B. This portion of the match is brought to you by Inter & Co., your next financial super app, an official financial institution of Orlando City. About 20 miles south of Inter & Co. Stadium is where our match here today resides in Kissimmee, Florida. Osceola Heritage Park. It's still scoreless between these sides in a match that has provided a gluttony of goals. They've met so far in 2025. 4 goals, all scored by Huntsville in the last meeting. It curbed a 4-match run in these head-to-head matchups of victories by Orlando City B. 3 of them outright through 90 back in March of 2024, a shootout victory after a draw. Orlando, who lead the overall series across 7 meetings with 4 wins. 1 draw between them, 2 victories for Huntsville. Fell handedly in one of those victories for Huntsville when they last met 4-0. Parker John. Knight. Parker John, the right winger, making an underlapping run there. He's holding his spot on the left wing. Ball forward, aiming for him. Doesn't initially find him. It does break, though, to Knight after a challenge by Carlton. Casas. Pep Casas. Carlton returns it to Casas. Studenhoft, Carlton. Fine flowing move. Results in a shot on target. Lacks the required venom to beat Carlos Mercado. In the end was central. Mercado making his 21st start of the MLS Next Pro season. Joined the academy back in 2017. Big contributor since then. 20 appearances in 2024 for City B. Part in goalie wars at the All-Star game earlier on this summer. ball forward. Hilton turns and says to the referee, I was pushed a bit. Throw in here for Huntsville City. Mohammed got to it first there. He felt that he was brought down. Referee disagreed. Goal kick here for Huntsville. Knight. Jordan Knight. Barrett. Back to Carmichael. Philip Mayaka. Williams with time over this one. Had a flurry of shots earlier on in the first half. Match coming to a bit of a calmer pace here at the half-hour mark. Sargis back to Mercado. Returns it. Slipped forward for Torrey. Not able to hold out there. Knight goes to Carlton. Returns it to Jordan Knight. Rounds one defender. He's forced backwards though. Casas. Mayaka. And so committing numbers forward. Possession in the attacking half. Casas to Rose. Layers it forward for Knight. Trying to round Gusky. Runs out of space, out for a goal kick. This portion of the match is brought to you by Walt Disney World, the most magical place on earth. Gusky. Reed Brown. Just to hear Reed Brown driving at the defense. Rolls it along for Shaq Mohammed. Mohammed goes back to Ellis. Ellis, a bit of a looser touch. As Hilton, though, who's able to sweep things up. Loyola onto that preferred left foot. His shot saved by Schwacke. Well worked by Orlando City to get a shot on target. 5th shot of the match. 2nd one on target. That one again, very central. Tallis comes onto this loose ball, trying to square it along. It's a very important block. Pressure continues though with Knight in possession. Goes down. Get a hold up play from Knight, wins the free kick. Offside flag goes up against Fabian Loyola. He's coming from an offside position when he challenged for that header. Schwacke. Carlton, a drop of the shoulder, a tug of the jersey. Maybe the first yellow card of the match. Colin Gusky is cautioned. It's a really good turn from Alan Carlton. And the leading man this season for Huntsville City just drops the shoulder, and very obvious, one of the easier yellow cards that Luis Arroyo will dish out in his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to OCB number 25, Colin Gusky, in the 35th minute.
Knight knocks over Torrey. It's a foul. It has been a duel between those two throughout the match as well. Loyola rolls one forward, trying to find Hilton. The central midfielder offering that supporting run. The pass a little overhit there. Just about hitting sundown in Central Florida, in low 80s. At the beginning of this contest, hotly contested between these two sides. Imagine if this game were to end in a draw, and there is still quite a deal of match to be played. But a draw might slightly favor Huntsville City and their run of matches without a goal, without points, I should say. As there's a foul there, Gusky brought down by Carlton. Relatively clear one. Gusky, who fouled Carlton for his yellow card, is brought down by Carlton. Williams. Hilton, great turn in the midfield, can face forward towards goal and roll it along to Muhammad. Ellis forced to leave it. Tolly's putting a challenge in, cleared away. Strong challenge put in by Carmichael. Ellis strikes just wide. Six shots now for Orlando City B, who have a healthy margin in that department. Brian Schwacke hasn't been tested in a major way as of yet. Kept in play. Here's Casas. Barker John. Not able to pick out Knight. Back to Mercado. A chance for Orlando to reset. Lifted forward. One for Muhammad to run onto. The flag stays down. Muhammad lifts it along, and Brian Schwacke off his line vitally makes an intervention. Knight loses his touch there. Torrey slides it along for Ellis. Justin Ellis can't get past Knight. He lost possession but won it back. Gusky a foul from behind. Foul certainly not warranting a yellow card, but he has to be careful not commit too many further fouls. On a yellow card already is the Orlando midfielder. Barker John. Carlton turns, strikes, saved by Mercado. Loyola's touch was a little heavy. Casas on it now in the final minutes of our first half. That's going to be a foul from behind by Gusky again. They're beginning to rack up for the Orlando midfielder. Something that Manu Goldberg and the coaching staff will certainly have to think about. Barker John. Generates separation and almost generated magic. Lifts that one a little bit too much over the goal of Carlos Mercado. Damian Barker John with 2 goals, 2 assists this season. Did so well to open up an angle and had Mercado leaping for that one. Williams forward. Rose to Mayaka. That'll be a foul from Jordan Knight. Reed Brown, Williams, Mohammed and Talis are all circulating at the edge of the box. Gusky will join them as numbers are being lofted forward for Orlando City for this upcoming set piece. Sargis in the mix as well now. A line of purple and white shirts on the edge of the 18 as Ellis lofts it into the back post. Header down only as far as Colin Gusky. Reed Brown back to Gusky. There's a foul there from Reed Brown that'll bring the attacking sequence to a close with a free kick for Huntsville City. .45 minutes in the books. Scoreless still between Orlando and Huntsville in this important match for the playoff race in the Eastern Conference. Our score at the half is Orlando 0, Huntsville 0. Coming up, we can take a look around the league from last week with highlights, stats, and a busy upcoming schedule. We'll be right back.
The youngest MLS debutant, Kevin Sullivan. Luna. Yes! It's a banger! Absolute scorcher! Spectacular save from Dane St. Clair. Action.
I'm hanging on like a fridge to a magnet. It's a jigsaw with all the right pieces. You and me, we go good together. You and I go good together.
45 minutes behind us in Kissimmee. It's still 0-0 between Orlando City B and Huntsville City FC. Well, we've got stories on playoff clinching, chasing down league records, and Next Pro alums playing in the League's Cup final. April Marie Aguilar traveled to the Big Apple to file this week's report.
Forward by Farnsworth.
Curled Sandoval! Take a bow! Diesel! An absolute rocket!
It was helped along for Adams, who recovers it here. It's Adams! Oh, it's a firecracker!
Welcome back to the report. I'm April Marie Aguilar, coming to you from New York City, outside the iconic New York Stock Exchange. It's charging bull the perfect backdrop to represent the power and drive of the New York Red Bulls too. From their rise in the standings to their young talent making waves, this team embodies both the grit and big dreams that define this city. The powerhouse New York Red Bulls 2, Union 2, and City 2 have all clinched a spot in the 2025 MLS NEXT Pro playoffs. St. Louis City 2 became the first team to clinch a spot in the playoffs following a 3-1 road victory over North Texas SC. On the eastern side, Red Bulls 2 and Union 2 punched their ticket to the playoffs, with the latter getting theirs less than 2 match weeks ago. We caught up with the Red Bulls 2 head coach Michael Bradley to get his thoughts on the upcoming postseason.
We've had a really good season up till now, and obviously with 4 games to go, we've qualified for the playoffs, but we want to make sure that we use these last 4 games to take every point possible. We want to make sure that we can give ourselves home field advantage for as long as possible in the playoffs. When the playoffs come, then we know that everything gets cranked up a few notches, and there's a little bit more at stake. There's a little bit less margin for error, but we're going to enjoy the part of testing our football in environments like that as well.
And with 4 games in hand, the Baby Bulls have a chance to smash the single-season team goals record, currently held by the 2023 Colorado Rapids 2 squad with 70 goals.
That stood out in their win against LAFC 2, especially on that first goal, had their fullback sprinting wide in the box. But here's Jaskalainen, laid off to Kuzain! St. Louis, our city, red hot. Glover leaking in behind. He's free, Glover!
Perez drags in the middle for McSorley. Falls back to him, and he scores!
Loses the ball. Kidd wins it back. Mateo Kidd shuts the door. McSorley. Kidd. Perez!
Now from the high-powered teams in the East to the dominant offensive threats in the West, nothing says we mean business in the more than 8 straight matches won by St. Louis City 2 to break the consecutive wins record. Their dominant performance also on track to break the all-time single-season points record. 66 points is a mark that City 2 are chasing. They have been in fine form all season. They went on a run of 8 straight wins, starting with a 3-2 win against MNU FC 2 on May 18th. The win streak was broken when they tied Ventura County FC on July 16th, but they gained an extra point in a shootout win. Interim head coach John Hackworth spoke to us about the team's run of form.
As a group that is unique, they hold themselves accountable. They're hard on each other, whether that's in training or games. Hopefully we have a really good push in the playoffs, being able to play in our beautiful stadium at Energizer Park and have our fans support us. That is, very special to all of us and something we're very proud of. So hopefully we can continue that.
St. Louis City, too, has been unstoppable as they continue to ride a 15-game unbeaten streak going back to May 11th when they lost to the Town FC. And following closely behind and almost as impressive was the Town FC's 7-game win streak and 10 matches unbeaten. This matches the previous record in each of the MLS Next Pro seasons dating back to the league's debut in 2022.
Step over towards the end line. Cuts it, goes down. Penalty! Brilliant by Georgie. Yellow card given. Takes a step forward. And rolls it in the back of the net. The Sounders go up 2-0. They celebrate together in the far corner here. And here comes Rothrock. Can you put icing on the cake? Here he goes. And the 18, yes, he can! Oh, the Sounders fans up on their feet! And it's hometown hero, Paul Rothrock! And that's just about that. The Sounders will win the 2025 Leagues Cup. It just had to be.
The pathway is real. The 2025 Leagues Cup final isn't just a battle between two MLS heavyweights. It's also a showcase for MLS Next Pro alumni making their mark on the biggest stage. Ozaze de Rosario and Paul Rothrock both sharpened their game in MLS Next Pro, and now they're suiting up in the Leagues Cup final. For de Rosario, that means proving his offensive prowess translates against top competition. In Rothrock's case, it was a hometown hero delivering in a final against Inter Miami. It's stories like these that highlight exactly why MLS Next Pro exists, a league designed to develop, elevate, and prepare young talent for moments like this.
What's going through my mind right now, it's crazy. It's a dream come true. What you can say, I beat Messi in a final. It's a dream come true.
Ryan Schmetzer told us you have been the surprise of the season. He said you're wide-eyed at training. You're hungry. Where does that come from?
The love, the passion. I want to be a champion just like my dad, and I'm a champion.
Congratulations to the Seattle Sounders and all of the MLS Next Pro alumni for showing up and showing out at the 2025 Leagues Cup. But now we're heading into the most competitive part of the 2025 MLS Next Pro season. Here are the dates you won't want to miss. The business end of the season is upon us. Both the Eastern and Western Conference playoff races are extremely tight this season, culminating in Decision Day on October 5th. The first round of the playoffs will begin on the weekend of October 15th, and it'll lead up to the date you won't want to miss, MLS Next Pro Cup on the weekend of November 7th. We can't wait to see what fireworks are in store. Well, that does it for this edition of The Report. Be sure to tune into the next episode for the latest around MLS Next Pro. For now, I'm April Marie Aguilar, and we'll catch you guys next time. Adios.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Wins it!
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake. And I take what I make and I flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace. I live how I like. So looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Action.
latest MLS debutant, Kevin Sullivan.
Luna.
That is a banger! Absolute scorcher! Spectacular save from Dane St. Clair.
Scoreless here after 45 minutes between Orlando City B and Huntsville City FC at Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee, Florida. In the anti-penultimate game week of the season, we can look at what's still to come in match week 29, the week before decision day, the penultimate week. It starts on Wednesday with Atlanta United 2 taking on Chattanooga FC. That's an important one. Atlanta a point behind Orlando City. Chattanooga a few points ahead of Huntsville, so one to watch out for the fans here today. And of course on Saturday, Carolina Core will host Orlando City B in what is going to be a crucial 6-pointer right along that playoff line. And of course to watch out for Huntsville City, they return home 1 week from today. They'll take on Inter Miami CF2, a team that just took down on a shootout win the top side in the East. They'll be no pushovers despite the fact that they're eliminated from playoff contention. We can look now at our highlights from our first 45 minutes. Scoreless. We've had some chances, though, for both sides. Orlando starting the match in perhaps a stronger moment. Loyola able to dig out across to Rion Torrey, and they had a good save, good positioning from the goalkeeper, Brian Schwacke, filling in for his 5th start of the NEXT Pro season. Good defensive work from Thomas Williams, making his 22nd start of the MLS NEXT Pro season. A lot of it was coming down that right-hand side. Loyola going to Shaq Muhammad, who had a shot that would flash just wide of goal. And this was by far the best chance of our first 45 minutes. Gunnar Studenhoft rounding Carlos Mercado, but not able to just put that one in the back of the net, missing an empty net. Justin Ellis flashing one just off target. A really nice, tidy move here. Picks out Alan Carlton. His low shot saved by Mercado in that instance. Before there'd be an effort here from Fabian Loyola. In the end, a similar one where it's right down Main Street, easy for the goalkeeper in the end. But Justin Ellis among the players that were threatening in the first 45 minutes. Shaq Muhammad getting in behind the defense. A cross that was saved by Brian Schwacke. Perhaps a goal-saving block there before the match. The first 45 more or less rounded out with that shot off target from Damian Barker. John, here are your stats. After 45 minutes, scoreless, of course, there were some shots for both teams, and a total of 20 combined fouls in the first half. Definitely a chippy end-to-end stop-start first half at many times. Overall, 4 shots on target combined between the two sides. Will teams add to that? Will they break through and get into that scoreline? So you wonder what the mentality is for both of these teams. Huntsville City know that at the minimum a point would get them into the playoffs, but that's not really their concern at this point. They will qualify barring a massive late collapse across the last 3 games of the season. They hold a 5-point edge to both Toronto FC2 and Carolina Core FC, who are in 7th and 8th spot. So the circumstances for Huntsville to collapse completely out of the playoffs feel very hard to transpire as long as they're able to curb this run of defeats. They've fallen in 4 consecutive matches. They're currently poised for at least a point if the match finished as is. For Orlando City B, they're on the outside looking in. They're not in as strong a position as Huntsville are, who came into this one with 11 wins on the season. Orlando, if they can come in and win this second 45, they would go on to 10 wins, go level on points with Carolina and Toronto. They would leapfrog Carolina on matches won, but they would sit behind Toronto FC2 in goal difference. They would make 3 sides all sandwiched together on 38 points, with 1 of them on the outside, 2 of them in. Orlando could join that group if they score a goal. Huntsville, if they maintain this result or improve upon it, will see themselves into the playoffs with a guarantee for the first time in club history. Jack Edwards here with you. Osceola Heritage Park is the site for this one on this Sunday evening. Appreciate you joining us at MLSNextPro.com. Huntsville in those all-white kits, Orlando in the purple kits. You saw some chances in the first half. There were definitely some opportunities for both sides. It's just a question of improving upon those opportunities and those decisive moments when they find them. Veliz, it's rolled forward by Carmichael. Rose forward. Studenhoff's trying to hold this one up. Whistle goes. It'll be a drop ball here. Veliz trying to carry through the midfield. It falls to Ellis, now with Shaq Mohammed. Reed Brown going up one-on-one with Barker John. There's a push from behind by Damian Barker John, and it results in a free kick here for Orlando City. Carlton inviting pass forward for Veliz to run on to. It's cut centrally. Barker John, strong challenge. Comes now to Shaq Mohammed. Reed Brown with a fantastic ball into the midfield for Talis. Loyola with it. It's out for a throw in here. That's the way of Orlando City. Talis. Carlton on the turn, loses out. Talis similarly loses out to Carlton. Slipped forward for Studenhoff. Can't get it out of his feet. Strong challenge put in by Sargis. After a few 50-50 challenges, that one will be a foul and a free kick for Orlando City. Studenhoft comes onto the loose ball. Good strength shown by Williams. Gusky is fouled. It's a painful one there for Colin Gusky. Great strength from Williams to seal off the angle. And then just a foul and an awkward landing there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the yellow card has been issued to Huntsville City FC number 16.
Gunnar Studenhoft was booked.
In the 52nd minute.
Gusky back to his feet after a bit of treatment. That'll be a foul from behind. Mayaka. On this occasion, the player committing the infraction. Turned over by Torrey. Carlton running towards goal. Has Barker John at the edge of the 18. Mayaka. Knight, Rose at the end line, keeps it alive. It's blocked out for a corner kick. The header towards frame. Just misses off target there. Zach Barrett able to climb up and get ahead to it. Sargis. This part of the match is brought to you by your Central Florida Audi dealers. Visit AudiOffers.com for exceptional offers. 12 minutes into this second 45. Definitely a slow start to the resumption of play. Long ball forward from the free kick is claimed by Carlos Mercado. Long pause for Colin Gusky, who was a little slow to get back up after a challenge that saw Gunnar Studenhoft booked. He's back on his feet. There's a bit of a patch on his right hand to help. Orlando building out from the back here. Hilton passed a few. Barker John. Gusky fouled by Studenhoft. Restarting play. Ellis goes to Loyola. Had Rion Torrey running on the underlap. Won't be able to link up with him. Mohammed. Reed Brown sprinting forward. He'll latch onto this one. Gets past the first man. Reed Brown poked away. Comes to Mohammed. The shot blocked away. Corner the result. Moises Feliz is a little slow to get back up. Reed Brown does very well to squeeze past the challenge. Rolls over to Mohammed, his strike blocked. Justin Hilton will prepare to arc one into the box for the first corner of the match for Orlando. The header towards frame. Lacks the required power. And Schwacke able to stay in front of it easily, make the stop. Barker John. John slips one forward. Sargis back to Mercado. Good composure from the goalkeeper. Picked out Hilton. Mayaka got a toe to it. Muhammad. Williams, in the end, just about takes over. It was Reed Brown, rather. Sargis. One back by Knight. Ellis trying to roll one forward for Tallies to run on to. He wants his teammates to join him in the press. Barker John. Knight. To Casas. Casas couldn't get the first pass off, but he picks up the loose ball. Casas keep it in the mix. In the box for Knight, fires it across frame. Wide of goal, couldn't link up with his man either. Golden opportunity there for Huntsville City. They can't take advantage, and now it's an opportunity for the first substitution of the match. It's going to be Nico Rodriguez coming into the match. Fabian Loyola will be the one who makes way. So Nico Rodriguez comes in for his second MLS Next Pro appearance of 2025. Joined from Fortaleza before the season started. He's appeared 9 times in Major League Soccer play. Scored his first goal for Orlando in the 3-1 win over Sporting KC. Featured as well in Leagues Cup 4 appearances. He comes on, will slot into his normal right wing role. Maintain his match freshness as Orlando continues their playoff push in the first team level as well. This portion of the match is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. About 19 minutes down in our second 45. Match waiting for a moment to break it open. Feliz trying to get onto this one. Reed Brown comes across and wins the foul. Feliz frustrated. Let's flash back to this opportunity for Huntsville. Carlton picking out Knight. You can see what he was trying to do. It was likely a shot. Too much strength on that one to expect Studenhoff to latch onto it. And his shot missed narrowly wide of goal. Gusky forward. Rodriguez catches it before that throw-in can be taken.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for Huntsville City FC in the 65th minute.
Our Studenhoff will make way, and Maximus Eck will be coming on, making his third appearance of the Next Pro season. Eck still working his way back from a long-term injury. The 20-year-old forward. Of belief in him and his potential as he works his way back from injury. Casas. Foul from behind. Reed Brown driving forward with this one. It squirms into the midfield. High press here. Nico Rodriguez is going to sprint for this one. And in the end, it's last off the Orlando forward, out for a throw in. Rodriguez gets a foot in, commits the foul. Rolled through the middle for Justin Ellis. Trying to cut it back. Clearance not fully dealt with. Ellis may have wanted to see that out for a corner. The ball had other ideas. It's rolled along for Muhammad in the box. Holds off one challenge, gets a shot off. It's saved by Shwaki. Positioned himself well and got in front of it. Strong challenge put in by Torrey. Knight pokes one from behind. It's last off the Huntsville City man. Great switch of play, picks out Shaq Muhammad. He's one-on-one with Veliz. Muhammad moving infield. Has a crack and misses just wide. Shaq Muhammad coming so close to opening the scoring. Able to open up the angle and get it onto his right foot. It took a deflection along the way, so we'll have a corner. And that one had Shwaki diving for it. Hilton, outswinging corner. Header goes back in the direction of the taker, but it's cleared away. Throw-in will come now for Orlando City. The other side offering the majority of questions at the current moment. Williams drops one forward. Muhammad was making the run, but too central. Shwaki. Knight shows good strength to hold off one challenge. Trying to drive past another, wins a free kick. Williams committing the foul. It's going to be a set piece here with 20 minutes to go in a particularly dangerous spot for Huntsville City. This portion of the match is brought to you by Powerade. It takes more. Powerade is the official sports drink of Orlando City. They have a free kick to defend right here. Orlando City do. This one is very much in shooting range. and has a prime chance to break open the scoring. On frame, saved by Mercado. Went to the goalkeeper's side. Here's Rodriguez. Big touch forward. It's cleared up field. That's going to be a foul going against Gusky. He's committed a few fouls since receiving that yellow card. Play restarts with Veliz. He clips one into the box just over the head of Eck. Rodriguez brings this one down. Gusky forward, trying to get it to Ellis. Not quite able to get there. Barker John gets that shot wrong, misses wide. Watch back the free kick. Veliz having a pop. Mercado saw it a little late. Maybe he would have wanted to keep that one in his grasp on second reflection for him. Williams going longer with this. Barrett lifts it. Casas under pressure from Hilton, who gets a toe to it. Justin Hilton wins it back. Lifts it along. Left by Ellis for Gusky. Back to Ellis now. His shot wide. Another look at this one. Ellis just inside the 18. Schwacke seeing that one wide for a goal kick. Bit of pushing and shoving after that foul. Yellow card is out here. Orlando City again in a close match at home. It was 0-0 for much of their match against Crown Legacy, as Nico Rodriguez appears to be cautioned for that one. Foul right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the yellow card has been issued to OCB number 11, Nico Rodriguez, in the
dissent
75th
afterwards. Maybe the argument started. He's come off the bench, the Colombian, and offered a spark. Perhaps not the spark that Goldberg had in mind. But that match against Crown Legacy was at home, and it was 0-0 for much of the match until Tali scored a winner in the 97th minute. What does this match have in store? A diving challenge there. It breaks, and it'll agonizingly go across the goal. And the end result is offside going against Huntsville. It's a chance now for some substitutions to take place. Tyshawn Rose will come out. Ethan O'Brien will come on in his place.
Substitutions for Huntsville City FC in the 75th minute. Leaving the game is number 12, Tyshawn Rose. He's replaced by number 7, Ethan O'Brien.
Damian Barker John will make way for Real Gill.
He's replaced by number 11, Real Gill.
So Real Gill comes on, as does Ethan O'Brien. Second sub period. Now 2 and 3 subs used by Huntsville City. They've got 2 remaining in one period if they want to make them. Just one change made by Manu Goldberg and Orlando City B. Got 4 more in 2 sub-periods to make them, should they choose to swap any other players here in this one. Throw in Orlando City B. Real Gil immediately involved in things, slides it along to O'Brien. Cut back in the box. Free kick for Orlando City B. Chance now for 2 more substitutions to take place here. Titus Sandy Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and Jackson Platts will be entering the match.
City B in the 78th minute.
Rion Torrey,
Is number 38, Rion Torrey.
as well
He's
as
replaced by number 61.
Talis will make
Platts.
way. So Talis won't make it 4 straight matches
Also
with a
leading
goal
the
and
game is
won't be
number
able to mark
62,
back-to-back home
Talis.
appearances with late
He's
match
replaced by
winners.
number 36, Titus Sandy Jr.
He'll look on the bench and see if someone else on his team can take up the mantle. Points would help both teams. Huntsville would guarantee themselves playoff passage for the first time in club history. Orlando City are really in search of all 3. Sandy Jr. trying to keep that in play, not quite able to do so. Edge of the box, Mayaka gets it out of his feet. Saved by Mercado. Trickles out for a corner kick. Philip Mayaka, the Kenyan midfielder, coming from deep and having a shot on target from the edge of the box. Able to open up an angle for himself. It was well blocked. The angle was by Williams to limit where he could shoot. Mercado did the rest. Moises Veliz. Out-swinging corner. Mayaka lays it off. O'Brien lifts it into the box. It's allowed to drop. Squared across and tapped home. Maximus Eck marks his return. Opens the scoring for Huntsville City, who lead 1-0 on the road here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Huntsville City FC goal scored by number 22, Maximus Eck, in the 80th minute.
Just holds his position well on a deflected pass into the box. Squared across frame, tapped home. And Maximus Eck off the assist from Zach Barrett, the captain. The center back popping up in a dangerous position. It's his first for Huntsville City. Eck made a return after a long absence. We've seen a long time from May of 2024 until the middle of August of this year. Returned from a long-term knee injury. And Eck Perhaps one of the easier goals he'll score in his career, but there will be few more monumental than that one. Returning from a long-term injury, scores a goal. Could it turn out to be a match winner and one that secures and guarantees the playoffs for Huntsville City? O'Brien goes backwards with this one. That is the first goal for Maximus X since July 22nd, 2023, when he played for Central Valley Fuego in the USL League One. A lot of things have changed since then. Fuego no longer play in League One. Of course, Eck now with Nashville. Plays for Huntsville. Overcoming that long-term injury. Turning in a big way. Off the bench to lead the line. Gusky lifts it along to Sargis. Rodriguez. Fouled there, goes down holding his face. Eck this time the one committing the foul. That's going to be a yellow card for Maximus Eck. That one probably not the most serious of fouls, but it's just the quick frequency of fouls against Rodriguez.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to Huntsville City FC number 22, Maximus Eck, in the 83rd minute.
The header down, only as far as Hilton gets it to Ellis. Justin Ellis has it returned to him. Reed Brown fighting for this one. It's a foul against the Orlando fullback. O'Brien, the Huntsville sub, wins it. And now into match game management mode. Our Huntsville, they'll be in no rush to take this free kick. Off the ball, bit of cramp is an issue. As a bit of treatment is going down, we can look back at the goal that currently separates the match here today. O'Brien lifting one forward. It was a really well-timed run from Zach Barrett. Just kept himself on side. As the center back for Huntsville, he's used to trying to keep defenders offside. In that instance, he was able to use those instincts, latch onto it, and square it across to Maximus Eck. It's just the second assist of the season for Barrett. The first, of course, for Maximus Eck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have two substitutions for Orlando City B in the 85th minute. Leaving the game is number 72, Justin Hilton. He's replaced by number 66, Jacob Bassinet.
Jacob Bassinet and Dylan Judelson will be coming into the match.
Number 25, Colin Gusky. He's replaced by number 74, Dylan Judelson.
Colin Gusky and Justin Hilton making way. It's the midfield pivot being replaced in the center of the park. Bassinet and Judelson coming on. Judelson is coming off a game-winning penalty to seal 2 points against Inter Miami 2. Barrett goes long. It's Out of play for a goal kick. Sargis launches one upfield. Mohammed trying to get onto the end of it. He's been moved from the left wing role that he's played for much of this season to a center forward role. Mayaka rolled forward. Knight gets past one, pokes it along to Carlton, trying to just put the brakes on. A strike from distance, off target. Mercado sees that one wide and launches it upfield. Spots the run of Reed Brown. The header trying to return it to him. Bassinet getting ahead to it. Rodriguez. Nico Rodriguez darting past a few, strikes from distance, it's blocked. Perhaps a chance for Huntsville to transition here. Numbers moving forward. It's a 3-on-3, Carlton has it. Carlton just wide. Alan Carlton was 11 goals, 6 assists. Leads the team in both of those marks. Misses just wide. It would be a goal that surely would have sealed all 3 points for Huntsville. A drop of the shoulder from Ellis past one challenge. Now with Rodriguez. Rodriguez cuts it to Mohammed. He gets there. Did he keep it in play? No, he did not, but it is a corner. A shot from Carlton a few moments ago, missing just wide. Mercado was stuck. If that one was just a little bit more to the left, could have been 2-0 Huntsville. It's still just 1. And Rodriguez stands over this corner as Orlando threatened to equalize. Rodriguez whips it in. Schwalke punches it away. Williams commits the foul, and the danger's gone. Platts. Ellis lays it back to Platts. Mohammed. Rodriguez outside of the boot, over the top.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be
6 minutes added on at the end of our 90. Huntsville trying to hold on and end a run of 4 matches without a single point. Gill cuts it back. O'Brien trying to win a loose ball. It's clawed away. Throw in comes for Huntsville City. Knight earns a throw. Huntsville will try and keep this one in the corner for as long as is possible. Ellis. Gets it out of his feet. Clawed away. Ellis a tug there. It's going to be a yellow card for a cynical challenge from the 18-year-old forward.
A yellow card has been issued to OCB number 59, Justin Ellis, in added time.
Gill. Carmichael going long with this one. Reed Brown hooks it forward. Only finds Casas in the midfield. Now Mayaka. Carlton. Alan Carlton onto his right foot. Strikes it. Parried away by Mercado. Veliz. Rolls it back here. Casas. Veliz. Drives into the box, goes down under the challenge. No whistle. Referee says to get back to their feet. Casas. He's got some space to take advantage of in the box. Cuts it back. Gill onto the left foot. Strikes it. Saved by Mercado. O'Brien trying to open an angle for himself. Keeps it in play. Loses out to Williams. Halfway through the stoppage time. Ellis now. Reed Brown. Bassinet. Bassinet through to Rodriguez. Slides it along one further, trying to go to Sandy Jr. It's a little overhit. He's able to retrieve it. Last off, Gill out for a throw-in. Platts will size up a long throw here. Players in the mixer. He puts the ball into it. Header away. Knight able to push it out. Here's Rodriguez. Rolls it along to Judelson. Dylan Judelson. This is driven in. Touchdown by Rodriguez. Who will it break for? It broke for Barrett. And he cleared it away, no nonsense. Mercado off his line. Slides it forward. Into the channel for Sandy Jr. 3 in the box to aim for. It's bouncing around. Cleared away again by Huntsville City. Digging deep defensively. Ellis. Now Reed Brown. Rodriguez trying to get onto this one. Forces Mayaka to keep it in play. It's cleared up field. Sargis. Titus Sandy Jr. A touch that goes out of play. It's a throw in for Huntsville. They have a minute of the minimum remaining. Jordan Knight. Back to his feet. He'll take this throw in. Referee indicating to the watch. Knight clears this one up. Williams down. Sargis. Williams clips it forward. It's a really well-weighted pass. Picks out Sandy Jr. Past the first challenger. Digs out across. Cushioned down the strike, off target from Ellis. We've had the 6 minutes. We'll see how much more the referee has in mind. Cushioned down by Bassinet. And Ellis just missing off target. Brian Schwacke will take his time with this one. For the first time in club history, Huntsville City are headed to the postseason. They punched their ticket with a gutsy 1-0 win on the road here today over Orlando City B. It ends a match of 4 games. All 4 were defeats. Their first win since August 17th is a big one. It carries them in to 5th spot, 4th spot in the Eastern Conference. We can look now at our man of the match, Maximus Eck, coming off the bench for his 3rd sub appearance of the season. In the right place at the right time, tapped it home and made it 1-0, our lone goal of the game. It pushes Huntsville up 2 spots. They're in 4th, and there's an X next to their name now. They're headed to the postseason. They have a match coming up at home against Inter Miami, 2 to look forward to. Orlando City B, a game at Carolina Core that is of paramount importance, comes up for them next week. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Jack Edwards. Our final score, Orlando 0, Huntsville 1. And don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Have a great rest of your Sunday night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.